welcome to the second annual Lincoln Veterans Parade. We're so glad that you have come out to share this special moment honoring our veterans. And there's no better way to start our parade than with a man who's a veteran himself. So it's my pleasure at this time to turn the microphone over to City Councilman Roy Christensen.
Welcome to the second annual Lincoln Veterans Parade. A year ago, we had probably 10% of the number of people who are here right now in attendance. It was cold, it was windy, it was raining. But today, I think we got the last best weather of the year. So we got lucky, and I'm really glad that everyone could be here. I'd like to mention our honored guests. Mayor Lyrian Gaylor Baird is with us. Senator Suzanne Geist, Councilmember Bowers, and Councilmember McGinnis. I'd like to just talk for a minute about one other very important person up here with us, and that is former school board member Doug Evans. Doug Evans has been a dream and a goal of his for over 20 years to see a Veterans Parade here in Lincoln. And he's been pushing it and working for it. And he approached me in early 2017, and I said, it's time to do it. And so the City Council in 2017 passed an ordinance, and last year was our first parade. We had half of a high school marching band and a number of other entries. But this year, we hope you enjoy it, because we've got 9 marching bands. And this event is done completely by veterans. The Lincoln Veterans Parade Group was formed earlier this year as a nonprofit. If you are a veteran and have a desire to work with us on this parade, please let us know. And I'm on the board right now, but our board commander, the Veterans Parade commander, is Antonio Marino, and he is down at the beginning of the parade right now getting things kicked off. So I hope you enjoy this day. This day is about veterans. This day is about honoring them. And thank you for being here, and I'm going to turn over to our next speaker, our last speaker, County Board Member Roma Amundsen, also a former Brigadier General.
Thank you, Roy. And it is great to see so many folks out here. Thank you so very, very much for coming. This is very, very significant for the veterans. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, the armistice ending World War I was signed. In 1918, World War I was thought to be the war that would end all wars due to the horrific costs in terms of human and material loss. However, as we know, it didn't end all wars. 75 years ago, thousands of Americans died on the shores of Normandy during D-Day. And since that time, we've had many people also die and give their lives in support of this nation. The Korean War, the Vietnam conflict, Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan. And these have cost a tremendous number of lives. We are aware, though, however, of the tremendous burdens carried by the military personnel who came home from bearing the wounds of war. And all veterans have some experience with that. I would also like to say, and we are very, very grateful to the veterans because they participate in so many civic things. We're also very grateful to the families who bore the burden of their loved one's absence, and the many thousands of families who face forever that empty chair. These are the families who have lost the loved ones in the theater of combat, and these families are known as the Gold Star families. Do we have Gold Star families out there? Please wave your hand if you are out there.
Got one right across.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We also are grateful to those families who have lost next of kin for those who passed away in a duty status. There are many, many burdens that are borne by this, and as a result of everything, we all pray for peace because we know what the cost is. However, would like to mention one of the notable sayings of General Douglas MacArthur. You know, we all pray for peace, but as what General MacArthur said, the soldier, above all, prays for peace, for it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scars of war. Veterans are our nation's heroes, and we honor them today. Veterans are examples of ideals of valor and bravery, truly giving lessons in living out the words of General Douglas MacArthur. Duty, honor, country. Those three words reverently dictate what you ought to be, what you can be, and what you will be. So, as a retired brigadier general, and on behalf of a grateful nation, we appreciate all veterans' honorable and faithful service to our great nation.
And now we will sit back and wait for the parade.
Our lead color guard, Marine Corps League 370 Cornhusker Detachment. The Marine Corps colors are being carried today by Jim Fry, James Harris, Randy Myers, and James Scanlon. Happy 244th birthday, Marines! Our Grand Marshal, Sylvester Joseph Shore, originally from Lawrence, Nebraska, inducted into the United States Army at Fort Crook, Omaha on the 12th of February, 1943. He was assigned to the Army Air Corps and proceeded by troop train to Wichita Falls, Texas for basic training. We also have Grand Marshal Corporal Don Roche, entered active duty in the United States Marine Corps on the 14th of October, 1943, on his 18th birthday in Norfolk, Nebraska. He departed on the 31st of December, 1943 by train to the Naval Base in San Diego, California for Marine Corps basic training. Our Grand Marshals for today's Veterans Parade. Would everyone please stand now for the playing of our national anthem by the Lincoln East High School Band. Again, the East High School Marching Band. Give them a big hand. Executive Travel is honored to be the host sponsor for the second annual Lincoln Veterans Parade. Executive Travel, founded in 1986, has been a friend of nonprofit organizations raising funds for current and former military members since day one, and works with dozens of local charities to help support the Lincoln community. Executive Travel, located at 12th and O Street, will create custom once-in-a-lifetime bucket list vacations for you and your family. Their friendly travel agents will work with you to build a trip you'll never forget for a price you won't believe. Thank you, Executive Travel, for your supporting the Lincoln Veterans Parade and military members here in Nebraska.
Veterans of Foreign Wars, Miller Long Post 3606 and Auxiliary. No one does more for veterans. They are located at 3340 West A Street, and meetings are the second Wednesdays at 7 p.m. They're open to the public every Friday night, and steak nights the second and fourth Saturdays of the month.
Coming up, we have the Lincoln Vet Center. Vet centers are community-based counseling centers that provide a wide range of social and psychological services, including professional readjustment counseling to eligible veterans, active duty service members, including National Guard and Reserve components, and their families. Readjustment counseling is offered to make a successful transition from military to civilian life or after a traumatic event experienced in the military. Individual, group, marriage, and family counseling is offered in addition to referral and connection to other VA or community benefits and services. Vet Center counselors and outreach staff, many of whom are veterans themselves, are experienced and prepared to discuss the tragedies of war, loss, grief, and transition after trauma.
Go ahead and just with that one because I don't think we're all there. It's that veterans group thing. Our home building. Oh, here we go.
Please put your hands together for Lincoln Christian Marching Band.
Boy Scouts of America. As a patriotic organization of the Salt Valley Cornhusker Council, Boy Scouts of America has a long-standing tradition of veteran support. It is our mission to prepare young people to make ethical choices over their lifetime by instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath Scout law, and to train young people in citizenship, service, and leadership. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
And right behind them, please make welcome Cub Scout Pack 1. Cub Scout Pack 1 is part of the Cornhusker Council and is comprised of students from Clefthorne and Maxey Elementary Schools, ranging from kindergarten through 5th grade. Cub Scout ranks start in kindergarten as Lion, and then they progress through Tiger, Wolf, Bear, and Weeblos. Thanks for coming out, guys.
American Legion Post, you think?
American Legion Post 3. Post 3, Lincoln, Nebraska, is Nebraska's largest Legion post. Let's hear it for American Legion Post 3.
And happy 100th anniversary to the American Legion Auxiliary, founded on November 10th, 1919. The American Auxiliary has been the largest organization in the world dedicated to the service of our veterans, military, and their families. In the spirit of service, not self, the mission of the American Legion Auxiliary is to support the American Legion and to honor the sacrifice of those who have served. Happy 100th birthday.
American Legion Riders, Chapter 3, Lincoln. We are part of the nation's largest wartime veteran service organization. Members of the American Legion family, Legionnaires, sons, and auxiliary members who have joined together to ride our motorcycles for fun and fellowship, and to remember and dedicate ourselves to our original purpose, to serve our country. We also mentor youth, advocate patriotism and honor, promote strong national security, continue devotion to our fellow service members and veterans. True to the Legion's grassroots tradition, each local Riders chapter manages its programs at the post level. Annually, the Post 3 Riders are a part of many projects and events. Coming up, Kicks 96.9, Lincoln's 12 in a row for country. Kicks 96.9, home of JP, Lauren, and Husker Nick in the morning. Woo!
All right, here come the Girl Scouts, led by the Spirit of Nebraska Honor Guard. You may know them for their cookies, but did you know it's the largest girls serving organization in Nebraska with more than 19,000 members? Nationally, there's close to 2.5 million girl and adult members who believe that girls together can change the world. In Girl Scouts, girls go camping, explore the outdoors, work on STEM activities, learn leadership skills, and perform community service projects. Put your hands together for the Girl Scouts of America.
Aren't you throwing out cookies? But they're coming.
They have stuff, but they're not throwing it out.
Let's hear it once again for the Girl Scouts of America. Thank you, girls, for coming out today and marching at our second annual Veterans Day Parade. And now let's put our hands together for a very special group, the Military Order of the Purple Heart. The Military Order of the Purple Heart, combat wounded veterans who have been awarded the prestigious Purple Heart.
Come on.
And right behind them are the Daughters of the American Revolution. Deborah Avery Chapter, Lincoln, Nebraska. Nebraska's first DAR chapter was established in 1896. So please give them a nice round of applause.
Next we have the Nebraska Sons of the American Revolution. The Sons of the American Revolution, SAR, is a congressionally chartered premier male lineage society with 16 U.S. presidents and 27 Medal of Honor recipient patriots on their member rolls, with more than 208,000 members admitted. Since being founded on April 30th of 1889, the NSAR members are intensely devoted to serving the communities they hail from across all 50 states and in 5 countries abroad. The Nebraska Sons of the American Revolution.
Next we have the United States Coast Guard veterans. Veterans of the United States Coast Guard, the nation's oldest continuous seagoing service. During the recent war, members of the Coast Guard performed anti-terrorism patrols of harbors at home and abroad, and provided security escorts for naval vessels in our harbors and in the Middle East.
And we have the Lincoln High Lynx Band, the Lincoln High Lynx Band, sponsored by the Home Builders Association. Let's hear it for the Lynx. Thank you for coming out today.
National Guard. There's the Coast Guard.
Here we have the Coast Guard. There you go. Let's hear it for the Coast Guard.
Well, that's the National Guard.
Followed by the Army National Guard Recruiting and Retention. Our Army National Guard. Let's hear it for our National Guard.
That's the aviation.
Disabled American Veterans is one of the oldest veteran service organizations in the United States, with nearly 1.4 million members nationwide. Nebraska hosts nearly 6,500 DAV members, and Lincoln Chapter number 7 has 1,178 dedicated veterans. Let's put your hands together for DAV.
We also have the University of Nebraska Student Veterans Organization. Vet centers are community-based counseling centers that provide a wide range of social and psychological services, including professional readjustment counseling to eligible veterans, active duty service members, including National Guard and Reserve components. Individual, group, marriage, and family counseling is also offered, in addition to referral and connection to other VA or community benefits.
Coming up next, we have the Lincoln High Vietnam Veterans Association. Vietnam and Vietnam-era veterans from the Lincoln schools who proudly served in Southeast Asia, classes of 1962 through 1972. Just know that you are not forgotten. They come together today in memory of Lincoln High classmate Larry Zeich, who went missing April 3rd, 1972, and he never returned home. Thank you for making out to the parade.
One Source Marketing presents the Axtell Marching Band, the Wildcats. Looking sharp and sounding good, the Axtell Wildcats Marching Band.
The Cornhusker Model A Ford Club is dedicated to the preservation of the Model A Fords produced between 1928 and 1931. This local club has over 70 members, and many of their cars have been restored by the members themselves. Put your hands together for the Cornhusker Model A Ford Club.
Thanks to the Cornhusker Model A Ford Club for bringing their vehicles out today and participating in our second annual Veterans Day Parade. Let's give them a big hand. Beautiful vehicles out here today.
That's about the way I feel. Yes.
The Veterans Memorial Garden coming up next. A visit to this site in Lincoln's historic Antelope Park will take you on a walking tour of over 21 military monuments, a place of solemn beauty. The garden allows peaceful reflection and serves as a permanent reminder of the sacrifice veterans have made to preserve our freedom. The Veterans Memorial Garden is located within Antelope Park at 3200 Veterans Memorial Drive. The Veterans Memorial Garden Advisory Council was formed to recommend policy on issues relating to the development, design, programming, and preservation of the garden area. All memorials contained in the garden.
With many veterans in our great union, the International Association of Sheet Metal, Air, Rail, and Transportation Workers Union are proud to honor our veteran members and all the U.S. veterans on Veterans Day 2019. With over 2,000 members in various crafts in Nebraska, we are proud to aid in the Helmets to Hard Hats program. This program tries to get veterans into various crafts. Happy Veterans Day to all the vets.
Next we have Westgate Bank sponsoring the Lincoln Southwest High School Silverhawk Marching Band. Comprised of students in grades 9 through 12 from Lincoln Southwest High School. The Lincoln Southwest Band program has made 3 appearances in the London New Year's Day Parade, as well as 2 performances at Pearl Harbor in Honolulu, Hawaii. The Lincoln Southwest High School Silverhawks Marching Band.
Blue Star Mothers of America was founded during World War II. Heartland Moms is the Lincoln chapter and has been serving the Lincoln area since 2010. Chapter members are mothers and sons and daughters who are currently serving or who have served in all branches of the military.
The Lincoln Quilts of Valor, their mission is to cover military service members and veterans with comforting and healing quilts of valor. Their quilts are stitched by local group members to serve as tokens of appreciation that unequivocally say, thank you for your service, sacrifice, and valor. The Lincoln Quilts of Valor.
There's a sharp-looking vehicle. It's a 1972 Buick LeSabre convertible. 42,000 miles, owned by TJ Heptig, owner of TJ's Auto Repair. Thank you so much for being part of our great parade today.
I'll be back. Okay.
2019 marks the 100th year of the formation of the American Legion. Post 1919 is a new post in Lincoln, Nebraska, and has been given the designation of Post 1919 in recognition of the centennial celebration of the American Legion. In celebration of this centennial year, they have chosen to recognize the soldiers of the various periods of conflict in which the United States has been involved. Post 1919 wishes to thank all veterans and the community of Lincoln for their support.
Please make welcome the veterans of Foreign Wars Post 10648 VFW. They are from Princeton, Nebraska. Commander Dave Wetting of the post. President of VFW Riders Roger Sloka, and State Surgeon Dion George.
The CHI Health Veterans Affinity Force thanks veterans and their families for their service to our nation.
Nebraska Heart Institute.
Go Ted!
Put your hands together for the Nebraska Heart Institute, doing great work in our community.
Sandhills Global has been a committed corporate member of the Lincoln community for nearly 40 years. Sandhills is proud to be a sponsor of today's parade and is honored to support its employee veterans and all veterans who are marching here today. Sandhills Global.
AARP Nebraska salutes and honors everyone who has served our great country, and that's why AARP is proud to support the veterans and their families and to be a sponsor of the 2019 Lincoln Veterans Day Parade. AARP is helping veterans face their unique challenges so they can discover their real possibilities. Learn how you can help at aarp.org/veterans. Thank you.
The Lincoln North Star High School Pride of the Bayou Marching Band is proud to march today and honor our heroes and veterans for serving, sacrificing, and protecting our freedom and homeland. Please clap along as the Marching Gators perform Troopers Battle Hymn and the LNS fight song, Gator Pride.
In April of 2017, the Lancaster County Veterans Treatment Court was established to offer eligible justice-involved veterans an alternative to the traditional criminal justice system by providing them support and rehabilitation through comprehensive substance use and/or mental health treatment. Today, the court is represented by the volunteer veteran mentors. The mentors are essential to the court. Veterans interested in volunteering for the court are welcome to contact the court for more information, and you can find that information at lancaster.ne.gov.
The Sowers Club. The Sowers Club of Lincoln is a philanthropic organization that supports the state by focusing their efforts toward meeting the needs of the community. Let's hear it for the Sowers Club.
They have that great pancake. They have those great pancakes. That's pretty neat. I didn't realize we had that.
Cobalt Credit Union is locally owned by its members and recognized for community involvement. Cobalt's 110,000 members are able to bank better and that they experience great rates, safe, confident technology, and exceptional customer service. Stay True Bank, Blue, federally insured by NCUA. Thank you for being part of the parade.
And here we have the Lincoln Public Schools Air Force Junior ROTC program, which is housed at Lincoln Northeast High School. This unit is commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Tony Tran, the Lincoln Air Force Junior ROTC. Let's hear it for the ROTC.
They're sponsored by
The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is proud to present the Lincoln Northeast Marching High School Band. Lincoln Northeast Marching Rockets and the Northeast Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps are proud to support our veterans. Please enjoy the selection entitled Patriotic Spectacular.
Jeep. Although Willys Overland won the contract to produce Jeeps for the military, they did not have the ability to produce them fast enough when war came to America. Ford began manufacturing Jeeps, and each part has the Ford F stamp to distinguish them from those made by Willys.
The Grand Lodge of Nebraska was chartered in 1857 and currently has 119 Masonic lodges throughout the state. Striving to make good men better, the lodges are involved in their communities to make positive contributions to individuals and the community as a whole.
Next we have AsiraCare Hospice serving the community. And this is the 1011 Weather Shield, shielding you when severe weather strikes, taking live coverage to the next level. 1011, and the 1011 Weather Shield keeps you ahead of the storm and brings you the view from the ground. Brian Rector driving this. The 1011 Weather Shield, along with Lincoln's most experienced weather team, the 1011 Weather Team, the team to trust when it matters most.
And here comes 106.3 KFRX, Lincoln's hit music station. Wake up laughing with Double J in the morning, Megan and Willie J, who are on the air every weekday morning from 6 to 10 a.m., followed by Lindsay, who keeps you company while you're at work from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and then D. Wayne takes you home every afternoon from 3 to 8 p.m., and finally, Tinko takes you to bed every night from 8 p.m. to midnight. Don't forget, starting Monday, you can win your free Thanksgiving turkeys when you hear the turkey gobble on 106.3 KFRX.
Coming up the street, the Lincoln Squires Wrestling Club. They were established in 1986. They focus on building strong wrestlers through technique and sportsmanship, not only helping make good wrestlers, but great people. The Lincoln Squires Wrestling Club.
Is there any info on them? Or you just get better at
Followed by Wreaths across America, whose goal is to, at the holidays, lay a wreath on all of the tombstones of those soldiers who sacrificed their lives for our country. Wreaths across America.
American Legion Post 342, Lincoln, welcome. We meet every second Thursday of the month at the Living Faith Free Methodist Church, 5910 Holdred Street here in Lincoln. Join, get involved, and have fun. Contact anyone on our bus today if you need more information.
good luck with that. What is that?
Next we have Bob Munguia 1967 Camaro, U.S. Army from 1970 to 1973. Honorable discharge, 11th Armored Cavalry, vehicle 1967 RSSS Camaro, totally restored. The car's name is Eloise. Always wanted a 67 when he was younger, but couldn't afford it. Has it now.
Smart car thing, Midwest Smarties.
And please make welcome to the parade the Midwest Smarties Car Group. They're proud to salute all veterans. We appreciate your service.
Never get my ride.
Lincoln Christian is thankful for the opportunity to be a part of this year's Veterans Day celebration. They actually started their celebration yesterday with a special Veterans Day chapel service at the school, and will continue to Monday when they continue to honor the veterans in our community.
Oh, that was there over there. They're already past us.
Okay.
So this one here.
This SUV is driven and owned by Jose Puentes. The vehicle has the names of over 200 Nebraskans who died in combat in either World War II, the Korean and Vietnam War, or War on Terror. Jose's brother, Manuel Puentes, has been listed as missing in action since March 25th of 1971.
And we have the William Hergott Teardrop Camper. Larry Oltman, Vietnam veteran, is driving his 1968 Dodge Charger. He is the first owner of this beautiful muscle car. Passengers in it are his friends, Ronnie Packard, Vietnam vet, Dave Wedding, Desert Storm vet, and Corey Harms, Enduring Freedom and Desert Storm vet.
Hey, here he comes. There's our good buddy Tim O'Cauley in the Eagle 92.9 van. It's the Eagles Rock and Road Show vehicle from Lincoln's only classic rock 92.9. The Eagle, Lincoln's classic rock morning show and home of the Scott K's Basement Tapes, the 10 at 10, Stairway to 7 and more. Visit ktgl.com to sign up for free concert tickets and so much more.
Following them, the U.S. Census Bureau thanks veterans for their service. Veterans, we need your service again. Get a job with the U.S. Census Bureau and share a job with your veteran peers.
All right, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but the Rough Riders are a group of men who enjoy the freedom of riding their steel horses and support those in need in our community. While many of us are fortunate, there's never a shortage of people here in Lincoln and the surrounding areas to help. The Rough Riders' ability to uniquely touch so many people is what sets the group apart from so many.
Foundation Building Materials is an industry-leading building materials and construction products distribution company with over 170 locations across the U.S. and Canada. FBM has an expansive North American reach with a mission to serve the changing needs of the professional construction trades. The Foundation Building Materials.
Seidel.
And please welcome Tom Seidel in the 1948 Buick Special. This is a 1948 Buick Special four-door sedan. It's a two-time National Award winner in the unrestored original class at the Buick Club of America at the 2015 and 2019 National Meets. Looking good.
Next, the Realtors Association of Lincoln presents the Lincoln Southeast High School Marching Band. Drum majors Rachel Odabasi and Gabri Lowry are proud to present the Lincoln Southeast High School Marching Knights, performing a special arrangement of America in tribute and thanks to our veterans being honored today. Thank you to the Lincoln Veterans Parade for the opportunity to share in today's festivities. Let's hear it for the Lincoln Southeast High School Band. Festivities is the word I wanted to say.
I don't have that many of those today. Once you get close, you might be able to add them some other stuff.
The Lincoln Southeast High School Band.
Play the song.
this year's Veterans Parade is the Eagle on the American flag. This unit consists of parade volunteers. There are a mix of board members, planning committee, and community helpers, military veterans and civilians working and marching together for a common goal. Anyone in the audience who has a hand in planning, organizing, or supporting the parade are asked to join in the walk. If you have a family member in this unit, you are also welcome to join. This event is done completely by volunteers and would not happen without your support. Please give a hand and a big thank you for all their hard work in putting together this second annual Veterans Day Parade. And thank you to everyone who came out today to pay tribute and honor our veterans and enjoy this wonderful parade. Thank you to all the parade participants who came out and marched in our parade, as again, we pay tribute to veterans, and happy Memorial Day, happy Veterans Day rather, to all of our veterans this year. Thank you again for coming out. We appreciate it.